Do the Locomotion has been a song that has been sung over and over again over the generations. It's always happy, it's hip, it's fun. But when I recently reheard the song by Kylie Minogue, I was reminded of something even more important. And that is the power that is generated by a locomotive. And so I want to talk about momentum. I want to talk about the momentum of a locomotive, right? Have you ever had a slump or hit the wall in your business or in your personal life? Well, momentum can help you with that. What is momentum? Momentum is, inertia in motion, right? And when something is already moving, well, it's easier to keep it moving. It's easier to keep it on its way. But it's also difficult. It's also difficult to get things going. So think of a locomotive, right? A big giant, steam powered, wood loaded, fire burning locomotive that needed coal, right? Well, it took time to build up. It took time to create and generate the speed and the momentum. But once the train was going, once the momentum had triggered, well, then you have this raging, powerful train that's rolling down the tracks. And I'm sure we've all seen a movie where the train is out of control and there's no stopping it, right? There's no stopping a train that's in motion that has full momentum, that's out of control. It gains speed. It gains power. It has full momentum. Well, we want to have momentum in our life. We want to have momentum in our diet, when we're working out, our spiritual growth. Heck, we want momentum in our yard work, because it's always easier to maintain something once it's going than to reboot it or start all over from scratch. And so the first concept I want you to get your mind wrapped around in doing the locomotion and creating momentum is, well, start right. If you start right, you have the potential of maintaining or keeping things in order. And so what do we mean by start right? Well, you know, in the beginning of let's say a new project or a new business, we put in the time, we put in the money, we put in the energy, all the resources get pushed to the beginning. And then we die off, or we get triggered into a slump or a lull because we put everything up front. Well, the initial push isn't enough. So plan on starting right so that it will carry you, so that momentum will not slow down. In fact, you'll speed up. And so how do you do that? Well, start small. Double down on what works. Double down on the fundamentals. Make sure you're practicing perfect. Once you've done that and you're really in good stride and good motion, well, then you can keep that momentum going. Create, quick and early wins. What do we mean by that? Well, have achievable goals. Sometimes we start off and we just have, the BHAG goals, the big, hairy, audacious, giant goals, right? Well, you know what? Start off with small, achievable goals. And then celebrate your victories, enjoy your wins. If you start right, then you can stay in stride with, hey, I'm doing the fundamentals, I have early wins, I'm achieving goals, I'm celebrating victories. See how that works? You're positively moving forward. And then as you're going, the second aspect or concept we want to get our arms wrapped around, prune. You gotta eliminate. You got to eliminate the things that are getting in your way. And oftentimes we just have too many things going on. And so you have to simplify. Simplify, get back to, again, doubling down on the things that work. Eliminate goals that just, don't matter anymore. Eliminate activity and have a laser focus. Dig in. Be disciplined on those fundamentals. Make sure that you're taking care of the basics, right? And then don't give up. Don't give up when it's tough. If you're have a garden, or you're a farmer, if you've ever, planted everything, hey, growing things is hard. You've got to weed, you've got to cultivate, you've got to prune. Things aren't going to be easy. You're going to have to work. And so, don't give up when it's tough, and don't give in to the negative influence. There's always going to be people that tell you you can't do it. You know what? Keep the momentum. Don't quit. Prune things out, but don't quit. The third aspect is Sisyphus, right? Sisyphus. If you remember that story, you can refer back to my Good, Better, Best on Sisyphus. But Sisyphus is the story of the punishment to keep pushing the rock up the hill over and over and over again. And I got this analogy from Jocko, and the idea behind the mythology of Sisyphus was, well, this was an everlasting punishment. But Jocko turns this around, and Jocko says it like this: look, pushing the rock to the top is not the goal. Pushing the rock to the top is not the goal. The grind is the goal. The grind of actually pushing the rock is the goal. Not getting to the end. Pete Carroll will say it this way: there is no finish line. There's no finish line to success. When do you want to not make money anymore? When do you want to, not be healthy? When do you not want to grow spiritually? When do you not want to improve your marriage? And so the idea there is behind Sisyphus: don't stop, keep going, keep that momentum. And it doesn't matter how big the boulder is. If you don't stop, well, then you can keep it pushing. But if you stop, yes, that boulder might turn around and roll back right over you. And so keep the momentum and start right, prune out things that don't work, and enjoy the process of the grind and pushing the rock. Do the locomotion.